I was gonna do this video tomorrow, but I had so many people asking about my setup over the last couple of days that I think I'm gonna push it to today, and everybody looks nice and calm. So I think I'm gonna try to do this video today. What it's basically about is my new inserts from Taroko shop, which is really what everybody has been asking me about, but I kind of wanted to talk about how I got there a little bit. I'm going from the Midori week on a page with notes, and I really like this insert. I think it's great, and I've been in it for quite some time. I mean, this is 6 months worth of weeks, and it really it appeals to me. It works for me. It's just that I was starting to stack notes on top of notes on top of notes, and what happened in One Book July is I put a printable in the this insert so that I didn't need a second book, and I found that I really liked that a lot. It didn't address the fact that some days I run out of pages, but I mean, you can see there's a lot of post-its and different things in here, but doing One Book July made me want to look for a weekly insert or a daily insert that included the monthly calendar. And there's been a couple that I have been looking at. One of them that I bought was the Yellow Paper House inserts already printed, and I got the monthly version, which didn't solve my monthly problem, and I liked it. Definitely a little challenging if you're doing watercolor. I mean, it did really well with all pens that I tried, but really just came through. I mean, it's not a huge issue for me. I really liked these, and I like the color, but what I was really looking for was what I really wanted were daily pages that included a monthly calendar. And so when I bought this, I also tried a couple of her daily pages, and I've talked about this one before. There are things that I like about this, but this clock didn't work for me. I'm really wanting to work on a 24-hour clock, and short of, you know, doing something like putting a second circle in here, I ended up not using it. As a matter of fact, I ended up cutting out the clocks and putting 2 in one page, and I mean, I tried a lot of different things. They also have a really nice day on a page Hobonichi style, but you know what, I really like the paper. It holds ink. If you're not doing watercolor, it would be fine, but honestly, it's really thick for me. You know, it's sort of typical of paper that is nice and thick so it holds ink, as opposed to the Midori paper, which is thin and does really well with ink. These are the Taroko shop inserts, and I've been looking at them at the same time. I bought the Yellow Paper House inserts first, and when that didn't work out for me, I went ahead and I bought these. And I've seen them mentioned a couple times in videos, but haven't seen them mentioned a lot. And so many people were commenting on my Facebook and Instagram posts about this. I just assumed that most people hadn't really tried them. The paper is thin, it's off-white, I really like it. There is a monthly page that you fill out. Like, I know this is weird, but I like my weekly pages to start on a Monday because I've always used planners, and planners start on a Monday. However, calendar views, I'm used to looking at Sunday to Saturday, and I'm forever writing them in the wrong place. So I'm always writing Sunday stuff where Monday should be, and so all I do is I just put a piece of tape across the top and rewrote the days of the week. So what this is a monthly insert. He does them in a lot of different sizes. I think all sizes people are using now, printed or printable. So you can buy these and print them yourself, or you can buy these and he'll ship them already complete, which really works for me. I can't think of a lot of shops that do that. They're either printed or printables, but with this shop you have the option. Oops, my lentils are done. Hold on. Okay. So there's a lot of options. They're really reasonably priced. I will put the links in the below bar, and even the shipping, which is from Taiwan, I believe it's Taiwan, is really reasonable shipping. It took me about a week to get them, and the holdup was not on the Taiwan side. It took longer for it to come from New York to New Jersey than it did to come from Taiwan to the United States. I don't even know what to say about that. But so this works for me on a whole lot of levels. There is a monthly page in every book. The books have numbers across the top. There's a few extra blank grid pages at the end, and it goes to the 31st. And when I have something that comes up the next month or a month, whatever, in the future, I just put a little poster here, and so when I'm at the end of the month, I know what I have to carry over. I did some pen tests on this, and I was really surprised how well it did. These are all I tested the pens really that I use, and some of them have been challenging on a lot of papers. This is a glitter Signo pen, which always comes through, and this is the SAI brush pen, which comes through a lot, and this is the plain water brush pen with watercolor. So this is just basically wet, and you can see shadowing. It's actually less remarkable in person than it is on a video. I've had that happen before. The only thing that came through just like a scoochy little bit is one tip of the SAI watercolor pen. And I don't even think that's through. It's just a really dark shadowing, and just at the tips where I applied a lot of pressure. So, paper's really good. I really like the layout. You can see what you have here, and these goals up here, really nice. So I put the one or two things that I really want to get done. On the days this week I had a migraine, I mean really I just put like relax or feel better. I like the temperature, I like the weather, I just fill in the day of the week. And then this is a 9 to 9 timed area, and I just every day split it in half some way. I do different things to split it in half. And so basically I have a 24-hour day here because I just, you know, split it into AM and PM. And it's a little, I mean, I have to get used to it because it's 9 to 9 and 9 to 9. So this is actually the next morning. But after a couple days, I mean, I'm really quite used to it. This is a little section for notes, and mostly I'm just writing little things about my day. Something Mitz said in her last video about, I think it had to do with using a smaller page or a different type of page, and how she didn't know if when she looked back at all her pages she wanted to see, you know, stuff like do laundry. She didn't want to just see tasks. She wanted to see something about her life, and she set aside part of her page to either journal or write her feelings or do whatever she wanted to do that didn't have to do with, you know, organizing her life. I mean, it was sort of like a free space that would make her want to go back and look at the pages. I think it was her last One Book July video, but I will definitely try to find it. Now, I also ordered the Hobonichi style layout, which is also a day per page. Which is really nice. The squares are small, which I like a lot. It's free, and my thoughts are, you know, were that I would use one or the other. And I definitely like this for daily planning. I think I'm going to use this when I go on vacation, because there's always a lot of things that I want to remember, from packing lists to places to go to places that I liked to go in the past and want to go back again. And I think this, for me, lends itself to that. And that's my plan with this one. I also bought this is his online shopping tracker, but I'm using it for a couple things. I am using it to track some orders. I'm also using it to write in things that I liked in the past or didn't like in the past and either want to or don't want to buy again. So that's what I'm going to use that for, because I don't order that much stuff that, you know, I need a book to track it. And the other thing I'm trying is the fitness journal, which has a lot of interesting, I mean, you can put in food, you can put in your calories, you can put in exercise, water, all that kind of stuff. And I think it's separated out into a month, and there are pages where you can do, I think there's 4, I'm not sure, 2 or 4 pages where you can actually do your measurements. And anybody who's had a weight loss journal knows that sometimes you can't see it in the scale, but you can see it in the measurements, and it's good to see toning up. So I'm going to put all the links there. Taroko Shop has an Etsy store. There's also a .com store at tarokoshop.com, and I think he just started selling off of his Facebook page also. And I'll include all these links. Make sure that when you buy them, though, because he does sell the same things printed as printable, that you're buying the one you want. If you wanted the printed one, you're not buying the printable one. I think he has more available as printables than actually printed ones. Like, there's a lot of versions of these daily pages, monthly pages, and I think he has weekly pages too. And not all of them are available printed, but I think they're all available as printables. I really like it. You know, it came really packaged nicely. These were some of the little things that were on the package. Yeah. Because I keep stuff like that, and I know everybody keeps stuff like that. And they were packaged really well. I did have to sign for them, you know, which, if you're not going to be home, is always disappointing, but I happen to be there. So I'm just going to do like another little close-up of my pages so you can kind of see them. And something I like is it's really set up well for me. I remember, I can't remember who it was, but they were saying that they were trying something on One Book July and all the information was there, but it's not the place where they were looking for it ever, and she couldn't adjust. And I know what she's saying. I mean, there are certain things that I like to read horizontally, some things I like to read vertically. I scan a page in the same way, it seems to me. And so for whatever reason, these work in for me because I think they're really attractive and I like doodling on them, but I don't really have to doodle on them because they just work for me as planner pages, and they work in the direction that I scan a page. You know, it really pays to think about that kind of thing and see where you always look for the date. Where do you look for your notes? Where do you look from one place to another? It's a good thing to consider when you're considering planner pages, because if it's in the wrong spot, sometimes you just never adjust. It's like me and my weekly pages have to start on Monday, but my monthly pages have to start on Sunday. And I just can't seem to get over that. So he's got a lot of different options, a lot of different versions, a lot of things beyond what I bought. There's some stickers, there's some clips, there's some actual Midori brand products. And I think he's making products now. So I think he's making traveler's notebooks. I think he's making Hobonichi covers. Just a lot of good stuff, a lot of good options. And beyond all of that, it works for me to stay organized and to plan. So I hope this helped everybody. I didn't have quite my thoughts together. I really was planning on doing this Monday, but I just had so many questions and so many requests. I thought, you know, maybe people are home today and they wanted to order or wanted to consider it, or, you know, whatever. Sometimes things are easier to do over the weekend. So thanks, guys. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for all your comments on Facebook, and, you know, subscribers and likes and everything everybody does is amazing to me, and I am so grateful. So thank you, everybody. I hope this answered any questions you had, and if it didn't, please let me know, and I'll try to get the answer for you.